Well, for the first time in this challenge, Money in the Bank actually gave me options. I could pay everything down and play it safe, or I could use that momentum to grow. Well, the problem is expansion doesn't just cost money, it demands capacity, and this season was about finding out whether this farm could handle it or not. Welcome to the Single Crop Challenge. Well, it's the start of another year. A chance for us to expand further and take over more of the world. So, last season was pretty darn good. We got ourselves about 1.3 mil in the bank from the harvest. And I have employed that money to some extent. Paid off our line of credit. And I can show you that. That's not it. But while we're here, we can see that a few things have been paid off, especially the ones that were most expensive, the two 8,000 a month ones. Those got paid off. So we're down to almost $16,000 a month now. And this cedar is going to be paid off in 2 more months. So only another 16,000 here. And we'll be done with that. The rest of them kind of go on for a little while. This 12 MT is not a big deal. It'll be paid off real quick. But we did pay off our line of credit, and we took out another line of credit. So we have a line of credit for $2 million now. That's dangerous. Not so sure what the bank was thinking, but yeah, we got a $2 million credit line now. That hopefully we don't draw into. And these loans are still hanging out over here. And I'm not entirely motivated to pay these off yet because they're a low interest rate. So I think I'm just going to let these chill. It's about 10 grand a month. Not a big deal. So we're 700,000 to pay these off. Get a good year this year, and I think we'll revisit that. But we've also done some shopping again. Expanding the farm for real this time, and hopefully it sticks. Let's take a look and see what some of the stuff is we picked up here. So first and foremost, see here we got ourselves another combine. It is not the CR11, but it is awfully nice. The FS25. It needs some work. We just got it off of the used lot, but we'll take care of that. In any event, very capable combine here. So we'll be able to work 3 fields at once now, and that's good. Still got our 2 seeders over here. And also grabbed a new trailer and hooked it up to the Lizard. So now we got this is another Prestige triple hopper. I like these. These are nice. They're easy to deal with. Automation doesn't seem to have a problem with it. So I think this might be my go-to. Now, the complication comes when we have multiple combines in one field and a lot of volume going through, so we'll have to see how that works out with multiple trucks. I don't know. We'll experiment with that here. Maybe this year. I'm not sure. But we'll have to play around and see if we can't get multiple assets on the field working at the same time and have them not tripping all over each other. So it remains to be seen how that does. And we picked up a new header. This is the Magdon FD250. It's 41 foot. Not quite as wide as these guys. These are 45. That's a flex draper. So that's that. That's pretty much all the toys you picked up. I can't think of anything else we're going to really need right now. The temptation is to pick up a 3rd cedar, but we want to try and resist that temptation this season. We really don't want to get ourselves into that mess. And I think we got 3 tractors. So we got 2 of those cultivators now. Plus we got the 2 plows. So we can run, well, we got 3 tractors, so we can run 3 things at a time here. I'll run the 2 cultivators and one of the plows. You'll be able to get the fields done pretty quick. And if I start running into problems, maybe I'll revisit the idea of getting another seeder. But for right now, I think we're going to be all right. On the field fronts, okay, looking at the fields, this is what we have so far. We've got these three here, these three here. So that is six fields to work with. We're going to consider some expansion here. I really kind of want to pick up this. I'm not exactly sure yet if we've got what it takes to work this. Yeah, probably. We probably do. This might be worthwhile. I think that I've got serious eyes on this one. This is also looking pretty good, but I'm not exactly thrilled with the yield. So I might have to get this as a package deal. And of course, this giant of a field here. These little legs here, this is kind of weird. Not sure how automation is going to deal with this, but I like this yield potential. So that's another possibility. Really start expanding the map here. We got these two little guys here, and of course we got 26 up here. That needs to get picked up. But I think I might be able to get this to work. This is this 52-acre field. Walter's got his hands on it now, but this is the big one I was looking at. Looks like he just plowed it. That's convenient. Don't need to worry about doing anything with this. Well, we'll need to put lime down on it, but otherwise, looks like it's ready to go. So that's convenient. The other field I'm looking at is this here. This has got alfalfa growing on it. That's not a big deal. Just plow that under. But that would require some plowing. The other field's already plowed, which is kind of nice. And yeah, this one would be a little bit much to bite off, I think. We could take a 52-acre one. We got this little guy over here. Also got alfalfa growing on it. Walter seems to like his alfalfa, so this is a potential also. Of course, we got these down here too, on the south side. But I think I want to grow in a logical pattern here. I don't want to just start picking up fields piecemeal. I like the idea of having all my fields together. I don't really know why. I just do. That's a little weird. Okay, so looking at all of these fields, this is a total acreage of 212 and a half acres of actual field. That's getting up there. We're starting to work these things now. I'm really toying with this one too, but am I really that crazy, or I might do this. Yeah, sure. We'll pick this one up too. All right. Well, that's now not 212 acres. That is 212, that's about 200 and what, 40, 245 acres. That's what we're looking at here. Yeah, I think I'm a little crazy. I think that's nuts. But we got to get to work. I might need to pick up another distributor, another spreader. Let's take a look here. Well, these came out on the market now. The K165. I have a K105. These are nice. Okay, pulled the trigger on this. The brittle spreader, the bigger one. So this is awfully nice. We will put this to work soon. What color did I pick here? Oh, it's reddish. Okay, it works. Looks brown from over here. That was weird. All right, before we get to work here, take a quick gander at these fields that we just picked up here. composition of them insofar as what we can expect. And as I suspected, it's not amazing. A lot of the silty clay and loamy sand kind of built up around here. The silty clay, I think, is the worst. So, I mean, not terrible. It's not great. This is not going to be a good field, but I mean, it is the on the map challenge. So the idea is I got to get all of these. So live with it. Either way, it's money we didn't have. So it'll definitely pay for itself regardless. But we've got a lot of work to do here because we've got all of these fields to work now. I think 8. So I will stop with the jibber jabber and get on with the worky work. So I've been sitting here quietly cultivating these fields and got me to thinking. We're really making a lot of great progress here. And I wonder if it would be insane to take on one more field this season. Hear me out. We got 3 combines now. We got 3 groups and we got 2 days. I don't know. I don't see any reason why we couldn't. I mean, maybe we could take these 2. The 30 and 6. I mean, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you can't see the pointer. But maybe this one and this one. These are 2 smaller fields. They wouldn't be a lot to work. And they're pretty cheap. And they go a long way towards getting the top end of this map done. So it got me to thinking. Maybe, just maybe, we can work these 2 also. I mean, why not, right? So, farmland 6. It's only 18,000. We'll go ahead and pick this up. Farmland 30. Oh, wow. It's all loamy sand. I mean, like, literally all loamy sand. But whatever. You know what? It's okay. It's 10 grand. We can absorb this. All right. So let's see what we got for composition here. That's actually not bad. A whole bunch of loam down here. What's going to be ugly is this. Yep. That is all loamy sand. All right. Well, 2 more fields to work. Why not? Okay, so we'll set up for 2 tools here. Both these guys are going to work the field together. So I'm going to let the John Deere get a little ways down because he's going to take some time to turn around and make that corner, and I don't want these guys running into each other. So, genius plan. Let's see if it works. Well, that seemed like a bright idea. What is this guy doing? Anyway, yeah, that seemed like a bright idea, but I guess not. Where is he going? We're just going to go over work we've already done. I see the problem. Alright, well, nada es perfecto, I suppose. It'll take him a half hour to figure out this portion of the program, though, so no big deal. Meanwhile, Imre over there is knocking it out. Look at her go. She's killing it. This is going smoothly. Too smoothly. I got a bad feeling about this. No, I don't actually. I'm very pleased with what's going on here. I think we got ourselves a plan. We got enough equipment for this at least. We'll see how harvest goes when harvest comes along. It'll be exciting times with this many fields. Looking forward to seeing how this works out. Okay, so that wraps up field prep. Actually went really, really smoothly. We're just finally starting to find our groove here with this, at least. So up next month, we're going to go ahead and seed all these fields. That's going to be a real test because we only got 2 seeders here. So we will have to assess the situation and see how quickly we can get through these fields with these 2 seeders. And if it's going slowly, we may need to consider picking up another seeder. So we'll take a look and see how that goes as things are going along. We'll get a good start early in the morning and get a good breakfast in us and set to work on making this work. It's another glorious April here in beautiful Michigan. Gonna be a great day to do some seeding work. A little cloudy now, gonna be sunny later. A little rain overnight, so feels a little wet, but they're not unmanageable. So we can get right to it. I did make a little change here. I picked up this Volvo electric truck. Seemed pretty cheap on the used market, so I thought it was a pretty good deal. And I wasn't really too terribly happy with the Lizard 650. So I went and sold that. We'll see if this was a smart idea or not. But I think for the cost, this was a pretty good idea. It's got a full charge, so that's kind of nice. Came from the dealership with a full charge. Love it. Ooh, that's quiet. Okay, that being done, let's get to work here. A little plan of action. We need to plow everything, or rather seed everything. So this is the state of the nation here. You see, we're making some pretty good progress here. We've got all of these. We got 2 seeders. So we're going to start to work here, and we'll see how bad this gets. If it's going too slowly, I might have to consider picking up another seeder of some sort. And we'll figure that out when we get to it. Okay, away we go. Season, what is this? Season 6, I think. And we are seeding into the fog. Cannot see anything. Good times. We'll let her rip. This is going to be an all-day event with these 2 seeders. Like I said, we will have to assess the situation and see how quickly we get through this. We might have to come up with another plan if we start burning a lot of daylight and not getting a lot done. So far, it's looking pretty good. I think we're going to be all right. We got a nice early start, 6 a.m., got out of bed. We're on the fields by 7. So, I think we're on the right path. Let's just see how it plays out. So this just about wraps up field work for the spring. Looks like we actually made pretty good time here. It's about early evening and we're just wrapping up here. Things went relatively smoothly. A couple of hiccups here and there, but all in all, I think it was a successful successful day. So now it's just the wait and see game again. Will get us to fall and get us ready to go ahead and reap these fields. So unless something interesting happens between now and September, I will see you all in September. Well, good morning, folks. We've reached another September and another season of harvesting our rice and seeing how we're doing here. Crops look really, really good. We did really good this summer. A lot of good rain, and everything's looking really super healthy. So, looking forward to a really good yield this season. And we got a lot of work to do ahead of us. We got 3 teams this season, and we've got a whole bunch of fields to work on. So, we're getting a very, very early morning start here to try and maximize the time we have. And so not much more to say than that. Let's get her done. Well, okay, this is neat. So this harvester has been nothing but trouble. I couldn't tow the header because it didn't fit. We'll just hit the header when I was trying to turn, or hit the combine when I was trying to turn. And now it's dug into the ground. And much as I can try and figure out, I don't have an adjustment up or down for this. At least not in stock. So I'm going to have to talk to the manufacturer about this. Might have to get a refund or a trade-in or something. Figure out what's going on. But this ain't happening. So, all right. Well, I gotta get on the phone. Meantime, I gotta get the other guys working. So, let's see about that. Well, we ran into a little bit of a problem here. That previous, well, you probably saw it. That we were having some issues with the combine and header combination. So we got a hold of the dealer, and they got a hold of the manufacturer. They sent them out to take a look at the thing, and it just was not set up right. It's just not adjustable. They couldn't adjust the height of it. So we got a discussion with the dealer, and they agreed to give us an exchange. So they had this 6160 sitting out there, pretty new, and a new header, and kind of gave it to us as an even exchange for the header and the other combine. So we've been made whole. We've got another 6160. We're familiar with this machine, so this is good. We know what we're getting here. So we can get back to work now, which is good, because time's a wasting and we got a lot of fields to work on. So it's good news. Good news that they took care of us. We'll get back there. Well, it's raining. So, we're stopped till it stops raining. Just logistical work on the fields, obviously. Still collect grain, but nothing else happening. So, all right. Well, this is a waste of time. Curiously. I wonder, oh, this is supposed to go on till, oh, dear Lord, 3 o'clock, huh? And then it's going to rain tomorrow, too. This is going to be a challenge. Wow, this is going to be a challenge. Okay. Well, hope for the best. Because we cannot harvest in the rain. Well, let's see where we're at right now in terms of harvesting. We are basically... we've got 1 field harvested. We got 2 fields harvested here. Yeah. Yeah, we got some work to do. We still got all these. Okay. Well, we either make it or we don't. Well, in the meantime, I guess I'll just drive some grain carts around. Oh, that's a pleasant surprise. The rain ended early-ish. Well, I guess not. I just have time going really, really fast. Okay. Fixed. Anyway, we're back to work, so that's good. Well, it's getting dark. It isn't getting dark, it is dark. But if I can get these fields that we're working on done now, then we'll do the rest of it tomorrow morning. I've got not that. There we go. We're working on 9, 10, and 2. So tomorrow morning we can get to work on 7, 6, and 30. We could probably put at least 2 guys on 7 we'll see if we can make that work. We'll see how that goes with this. Well, might be a goat rodeo, but we'll give it a shot. So, all right, we'll keep working on through the night. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, dude, don't have your truck? Use mine. Go ahead. No problem. Goof. Well, man, this one was just ugly. Woo. Okay, this is going to start getting messy, I think, with more and more fields. This is going to be a challenge. We'll have to see what becomes of this, but trying to manage 3 crews with all the shenanigans, I'm going to have to probably... I think the only way I'm going to survive this is if I just make everything uniform. I mean, just get these triple hoppers for everyone, because this double hopper prestige thing is not working out for me. It's not emptying occasionally, getting lost, just doing generally stupid things. So, yeah, we're gonna have to look at this, but we'll assess at the end of this here. We'll get to finish this last field, which is huge. I've assigned 3 grain carts to this one guy. He needed to be filled up, or he needed to be unloaded rather, and all 3 of them just kind of sat there. So, yeah, we're going to have to work on our coordination here. So, it's a work in progress. We'll see what happens here. Oh, God blessed. And now the truck is running into the combine. I mean, really. It's too much to ask. So really, if we're going to make this work, we really got to get the automation nailed down tight. Because I need everybody kind of working in harmony here. I think the idea of having 1 crew per field, that would be a combine, a tractor, and a truck. I think that works out for the most part. The problem is I've got guys crossing paths and running into things, and it's just a lot of babysitting. And that's a pain right now with 3 crews, but at the end of this, we're going to have maybe a dozen crews working at once. It's going to be super busy. So, yeah, we'll see how it works out. Hopefully it works out. What is my harvester doing? My harvester is off the field. Okay. That was close. Yeah, just drive through there. That's not a problem. All right, I don't have time for this. Just pick you up and throw you over here. All right, nobody saw that. Go to your last waypoint. Make fix. All right, so I'm getting the impression here that multiple carts, course play, just don't work. I'm just not seeing it. Kind of a waste. So let's go get the John Deere and get him out of here. Okay, I think starting next season, we're probably going to have to go get ourselves a fueling tank at the farm, because this running back and forth to the gas station is not exciting me. So we are going to have to find another alternative to this. I'll put this thing away. I don't know. You know, I'm seriously thinking about replacing this tractor with something a little less articulated. You know, originally I really liked this tractor. I really wanted to like this tractor. The problem is it does not play nice with pretty much any sort of automation. It's just slow. I mean, Courseplay eventually figures it out, but it's really slow. And it's really hard to back things up because I can't see what it's doing. See? Well, it's been a very long 2 days. But we got it done. All the fields are harvested. And the bankroll's looking pretty darn good. Looking a little over $2 million. I'm going to take a look at our finances here. You see our harvest was just short of $2 million, $280,000 worth of environmental fees. And we paid our workers darn near $100,000 to help. Help is expensive, for sure. And it's just going to get more expensive as we grow the farm. So this is one of those things we need to consider. Bigger farm, bigger expenses. But the $2 million is really going to help us service our debt. And that's really the problem we're having right now, is we have all of these loans that we really need to take down. So I think we'll do just that. We got a little bit of a credit line here. We took $50,000 out from the credit line just to kind of help us push us to harvest. So that'll be the first thing we'll pay off. In fact, why don't I just do that now? 49,703. And we will make that payment. We have $257 left. And I don't know how that math worked, but 257. 257. All right. Come on, man. It needs to be a payoff button. Pay full balance. Push the button and make it happen. Okay, now, line of credit is paid off. We'll keep this line of credit open. $2 million is helpful. The interest rate is killer, so we definitely don't want to be taking $2 million worth of credit out if we don't have to. I don't see a reason why we would. But a particular interest right now is these loans. And also, we have some equipment we need to pay off. So we still have $74,000. I'm sorry, $69,421 worth of cost for these vehicles. So I think that might be a good thing to settle out now. I guess I got to do all these individually. So we'll settle that. The TranStar 800, we'll go ahead and settle that out. The Cedar we bought, and the trailer we bought. And that's it. We are settled out for all of our borrowed equipment. And I'm going to hold off on servicing all of this debt until we get closer to the time where we're going to do some harvesting. Take a look at the state of the fields here. So like I said, everything's plowed up and, everything's harvested up. All of our equipment is fueled up. We'll do some servicing over the winter. Now we got to look towards the future. What do we want to do to expand? I think what I want to do is I do want to take the rest of this field, the rest of this map on the north side first. I think we'll complete all of this out. And that'll be our goal over the next 2 seasons. These are 2 small fields that I could probably consolidate into one field. We'll have to plow over these roads and everything like that, but I think we could probably handle that. Well, maybe not. Because there's no way on this map to own roads. Oh, I might be stuck with this. Okay. Well, not the end of the world. Close to the end of the world. Luckily, this is really the only super goofy field we have. And this was a pain to work with, but it did work out. For the most part. I had to intervene a little bit. This shouldn't be a big deal because this is part of the field. But anyway, I'm wandering. I think next season, I think we want to go ahead and maybe tackle this field here. And that might be all we do next season. Because it took us long enough to do all of these. That was a lot of work. So we may be needing to look at more equipment, maybe hire on another team with a truck, a a truck, a tractor with a grain cart, and a harvester. We'll have to take a look and see what we can find out there. So some decisions to make. So that's a wrap on this season. I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. Apologies again for the slapdash editing of this particular episode. Kind of short on time and have a trip next week, so I want to make sure I get some content out for you guys, even if it's a little rough around the edges. And I will see you guys in January.